Hey all, this morning I shared a block of strength and power training. I'm quickly going to talk through my approach to that programming. What's the context? They're 16-year-old boys whose main sport is Gaelic football. They're still very much developing. What I really leaned on to tailor the programming to a degree for each player was their physical outputs. So how did they stack up most recently with their testing? Their strength testing, explosive strength, their posterior chain strength, their sprinting. And there's much more overlap across the programs than there is any difference, but any differences are because of those test results. So everybody is pushing, pulling, hinging, squatting. Everybody is doing some plyometrics, some power, some strength, some sprint mechanics, but just the distribution of them varies a little. For a couple of the very strong athletes, one of their sessions is heavily power focused, but for everybody else there is a consistent, with their main lifts, either hypertrophy or strength theme to it. And those two things aren't exclusive of one another, but depending on what group they're in, the reps and sets vary slightly. If somebody has demonstrated that they have a lower body strength bias, so they can hex bar deadlift over 2.2 times their body weight for one rep, but they can't bench 1 times their body weight, then they'll have an additional upper body exercise as well when they're programming. And the same applies to somebody who demonstrates an upper body bias. They'll have an extra lower body exercise if they haven't hit a certain benchmark with that. Ultimately, is the training or the programming very complicated? No. Does it need to be? I don't think so. What the athletes need at this stage, for many of them, is to consistently implement training and for it to touch on multiple qualities. There aren't bro splits here, there aren't upper and lower splits. These are whole body sessions, and this really is to complement their sports training and the skill development they're getting through their sport. When they have the opportunity to sprint, they need to really do that with intent. And when you put these pieces together, it's supporting them to be in a good position going forward, and it's a part of long-term athletic development.